Hey YouTube, it's your girl Lambo Leah. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, Lambo Leah. Facebook page is only for my immediate family, so I'm not sure if you guys are ready for Facebook yet. But yeah, so wanted to come to you guys today and discuss this. Let me get situated, guys. Pardon me, but let me put this down so I can see better. Okay, so loving here, Hey guys, figured I'd get myself, make myself look, fabulous, as they would say. I mean, just basically anybody could look fabulous. Throw on some hair, makeup can change anybody's outside ugliness. That's never a problem. You can throw on some lashes, throw on some nails, and walk around and act all grand, all day long. But does it really matter at the end of the day? So, Houston Beauty. Not sure exactly what episode this was that I was watching last night. But, let's talk about it. Let's just run it on down. I mean, anybody with some sense can relate to this. Let me just say that this is not a bashing video. I'm not here to bash anybody. I'm trying to better myself. And bettering myself, I try to help others better themselves. Try to give back. I mean, let's just get right into it. Queensley, honey, baby girl, I need to holler at you. I need to talk to you right now. I'm gonna do you like I did my last video, about the Adrienne Browner sex tape. But right now, you and I need to have a conversation, woman to woman, woman to young woman, because I was young-minded like you before until I learned better. Mama, you're doing too much for no reason at all. Now, here's my thing. It's okay to look beautiful, and you're a pretty young lady. Beautiful girl. Absolutely. Makeup is on point. Hair is on point, Yes. I'm not saying turn it off, but just turn it down just a little bit. You're too much. Talking to yourself in the third person, like, come on. Like, we had enough of that with Tamar, and that's her, but seriously, like, real black woman, from black woman to black woman, we don't need that kind of stereotype. We don't need that kind of classification that all black women are loud-mouthed and know-it-all and always have to have the last word, and we don't need that. I mean, I'm the same complexion you are. Like, seriously, I'm a chocolate sister, and a lot of us, yeah, we can be pretty, but we don't gotta be loud, and we don't gotta be out there, and we don't gotta be extra all the time. Now, I was on Twitter last night. I don't know if you saw any of my tweets, but I'm gonna try to change the tone. I was mad at you last night. I was done with you, and it's not that I can't take you. I don't, nobody wants to deal with that. It's not that nobody can take you, that you this beautiful and this, awesome, that, these hoes can't. No, honey, nobody wants to deal with that. It ain't that they can take you, because like I said, anybody can throw on some hair and some makeup and some lashes and walk around and do the same stuff you doing. At the end of the day, you messing up your opportunities. And if nobody has pulled your coattail, I saw your mama try to do it. And out of respect for your mother to mother, I'm not going to go in on you the way I really want to go in on you. So I'm trying to keep it clean and, keep it calm, so we have this understanding. I'm not hating. I get mine. Please believe it. It's not the case at all. I'm just trying to give you some advice that somebody once gave me. Take it. If you choose to, I appreciate it. If not, that's on you too. But, for anybody else watching this, I just need you to know that this is not how black women are supposed to act. Now, I don't know if, it has anything to do with, daddy issues or whatever, because I see her mom, like, her mom is a soldier. Clearly, she's holding it down. We done seen the last episode of, your mama with the, gel braids looking like an OG Compton gangster, so we know where you guys are coming from. The struggle clearly is real. Your mama was looking like all her life she had to fight. The struggle is clearly real. Here you go. Weave, all weave everything and makeup and, I'm fabulous and these hoes can't take me and da-da. What you did to Miss J was dead ass wrong. Like, first of all, instead of you over in Mia's area talking to her, you should have been in the classroom. Clearly, because I heard Miss J say it. She asked you to go back to class. You was over there gossiping about her, talking about if this woman say something to me, she evil. And did you not see the instructor standing right behind you and Mia with a client in the chair? And you talking about Miss J like she ain't gonna run back right to her and say something? Really? So Miss J comes in and she asks you to go back to class. You said something slick, she says something back, and you tell her don't be evil. Okay, that was last night. Episode before, you falling asleep in class, you're sitting in her office 1 minute crying, your life is hard, your family's struggling about your brothers, this, that, and the third, and then in the next episode, you sleeping in class while they instructing. Okay, now she done pulled you to the side about that. First episode, you getting into it with the kids who are already in there. Okay, again, yes, you're pretty. Yes, you are talented and you can go, far and do all these awesome things. I see the drive in you. I get it. A lot of people are rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. Just like I said, team dark skin, let's get it. But the first day though, Mama, seriously, the first day, you getting into it with folks? Like, what celebrity clients are you wearing? First of all, who's walking around in 7-inch red bottoms? Really? Why? Why are they walking around in 7-inch red bottoms to begin with? I mean, if you had all this celebrity clientele, you wouldn't need to be in Houston Beauty trying to get your license like the rest of them. So, I mean, I get it. Them kids been in there busting they behind and been in there longer than you, and then here you come, trying to cause a scene. And I don't know if they paying you, if OWN is paying you to act this extra. Like, I guess the more drama that you cause and create, the more, you get paid, or the more exposure that you get. Okay, if you're coming from that place, okay, you got to do what you got to do. Mama here look, a hot mess, and she's struggling, and I'm living with my mother and my 2 brothers. Yeah, okay, I get it. You got to get your money. I understand that. However, I need you to keep in mind that after this show's over, you might not get picked up for a second season. You might not get your little spinoff with Mia Ryan, like I was hearing some people on Twitter saying. This could be it. And is this how you want people to remember you? Like, okay, so Miss J tells you to go back to the classroom. Go back to your class. You walk off, and I clearly heard you say, to Mia, if she say anything else to you, if this lady say anything else to you, one more thing to you, you gonna walk about this motherfucker. Okay, not only did Mia hear it, but you said it loud enough for other people to hear it. So regardless of how they misconstrued it, whether they said that you said fuck Miss J or you said the fuck word, clearly. That much we all know. Now, whether you said F Miss J or F this school, it's still disrespectful, no matter how you slice it. That woman runs the school. Clearly, she got her credentials. That's what you in here to try to get. Are you kidding me? And you gonna back talk and sass this woman in her establishment? I've been to hair school. I know how it goes. I understand. However, the hair school that I went to wasn't all that extra. I mean, you had the clash of personalities, but all this, and you're trying to get your career started. So what celebrity client you think is gonna deal with all that mouth that you got? They trying to tell you how they want their hair done, and you over talking them, and talking slick, and come on. Ain't nobody gonna pay you for all that. Ain't nobody gonna pay you for all that slick mouth and stank attitude. Like, nobody wants to deal with that. Mia Ryan, I love you. I love your struggle. I love that you're a fighter. Clearly, you're a fighter. to be transgendered, and pardon me if I'm, politically incorrect about, your classification. But clearly, for you to go from male to female, you have to be a fighter. You have to be strong. And then, getting through what people may say about you, or I love it. My only advice to you, don't let Queensley mess up any opportunity for you. Don't let Queensley end up getting you put out so that you don't get your license and you still have to listen. You're escorting. From the looks of the previews, girl, I don't know if you in the parking lot trying to get it popping, trying to, make your coins or whatever, but I mean, if they can see you on the side of this building with a dude or whoever, what do you think they're going to think? And what do you think the cops is going to think if they ride by and see this? Like, is this what your life has resorted to? That you taking escorting calls on school property and then want to turn around and talk junk about Miss J? Listen, Miss J is old and set in her ways. Okay, you ain't the first chick that then came in here with that stink attitude and slick mouth, and I'm sure you ain't gonna be the last. So whether you decide to stay or leave her school, it ain't gonna stop from what she already been doing before you came along. Let's just get that straight. You can't walk up in people's establishment talking to them all crazy, because I put it on Twitter, had to put it out there. Girl, I work in the corporate world, okay? I may be, a handful of, black people, men and women in there, and maybe one of 3 black women in there. The rest is, all white. A lot of them are cool. A lot of them are still ignorant to, the change in time. They only know what they see on Maury, what they see on World Star, what they see all over Twitter, what they see all over, these TV shows, these depictions of African American women. And it makes my job harder that I have to constantly go out of my way to make them understand that I'm not threatening. I'm here for a paycheck just like everybody else. Like, I got a child to feed. He want new J's every month, and Christmas is coming up. So I gotta, stay on my toes to make sure that I'm the smiling Leah and, I'm non-threatening. And then they get to their desk and they go on World Star, or they, go on the internet and they see this. Okay? You come up in my office doing all that back talking when the boss tell you to go back to your desk and see what happened. You get dragged out of there by security. Ain't nobody putting up with that. Miss J definitely don't have to put up with that. Nobody has to. And in this world, as a young black woman, you got to fight even harder. You have to fight even harder against the stereotypes and, the subtle racism. In some places it's subtle, in some places it's not so much. And girl, you in the South, come on. Is that how all black women are in the South? Because I'm from South Carolina, born and bred. And that's not what I'm used to. I get it. You're still young. And you're still young-minded. But baby girl, listen, the cosmetology, hair, makeup, fashion field, it can take you so many places. But I'm going to need you to curb your mouth. Now, the same with your mama. And she's telling you what everybody else been telling you clearly, and you over talking her and back talking her, and girl, I don't know if it was because the cameras was there that your mama didn't come across that couch and come across the side of your face and slap that pink lipstick off. Like, seriously, you know what? Here's my thing, because my son tried that the other night for report card conferences. Tried the same thing I'm talking to him, he's over talking me, interrupting me, saying something slick, and my reaction, like I just had to go for his job. I'm the mama. Shut your mouth. Listen sometime. Like, if ain't nobody else gonna keep it real with you, your mama should be able to keep it real with you. That's the one who's always gonna have your best interests in heart and always gonna have your back. Don't try to play her. She looked like I said, from the last, show. I mean, come on. I'm sure y'all had to know that y'all was gonna be on camera, and your mama could have slapped the scarf on then, instead of going on national TV, whether it was in your living room or your home. There's cameras there and it's being broadcast to the world. And your mama got them gel plaits in her hair. So we see the struggle. We know the struggle. Okay, because you're spending all your money on, you know, Remy weaves and whatnot. Maybe that's why you're living with your mama now. Because you got a hair fetish and always got to be fabulous and walking around trying to be Tamar and Nene Leakes and all of them. Honey child, please get your life. In the words of Tamar. So, you sitting outside still popping off in the minivan. I said in the minivan with Mia Ryan. Sitting in the parking lot. Okay, now before you get to the parking lot, the word done already spread that you done said something slick about Miss J. Because like I said, I'm sure the instructor that she was standing behind, popping at the mouth about Miss J, was all ears, baby girl. She was like this, her and her client, or whoever was in the chair. And you think they're not going to go back and say something to Miss J? They work for her. They don't work for you. You in there trying to get your license. Shut your mouth. Do what you told. Now, whether you said F her or F this or whatever, you still said F and all you should have said. So that all of that afterwards didn't pop off. Because what really made it pop off was your mouth and your attitude. Shut up sometime. You don't got to keep running your mouth. What's done is done. Now, when that lady in the first episode, when you done came in there and got into it with Corey, she telling you to close your mouth. Like, I've had enough. This lady is up in age and her nerves is bad and her pressure is up trying to run a school to take care of her family. And you come in here and get into it with one of her top students. That's strike number one. Now, whether the girl sitting in his chair said something to you, you didn't have to say nothing to her. Gonna tell her to mind her business or whatever you told her. It wasn't what you said, it's how you said it. And she thinking, okay, you know, she probably don't know no better, all these cameras here, and this girl ain't gonna talk to me slick. And yeah, she tried you. And you didn't do nothing. Put your hands on me, put your hands on me. Honey, you about to get all that Remy weave ripped out and probably get your face scuffed. Like, come on, don't try it. Like, all that has to stop. Simple. So you leave Mia come running behind you and the word done spread and now it done got back to her son. And what you think he gonna do? He had every right to do what he do. Now, I didn't hear that man threaten nobody. Like, let's not even take it there. He didn't threaten nobody. What he said was, he asked you, did you say F my mother? Now, again, regardless of what you said, whether you said F, look, that's my mama. Y'all little ignorant. Again, I'm trying to keep it clean. But y'all ain't gonna give my mother no heart attack and no stroke behind y'all foolishness because y'all think y'all know it all. If y'all knew it all, y'all wouldn't be in her school trying to get your license. You're not gonna disrespect my mother in her establishment and think I'm not gonna say nothing? Please. Wrong one. And he was only doing what a son is supposed to do for his mother. Protect her. Leave that man alone. Now, I don't understand, like, what part of this don't y'all get about it? Like, with age comes, you know, a certain time that you need to take responsibility and accountability for your actions. People are not going to keep putting up with your stinking behind attitude in your mouth. Like, why don't you just zip it sometime? Because you don't know everything. If you knew everything, you would have already been established and you would have already had your celebrity clientele. Your mama hair be laid like yours do. But, I mean, I like the wig. I like the little curly wig, you know, with the wavy wig with the bang. I like that. Now, you know, again, like if you was really that fabulous and really on that level, Tamar got a rich sister who been in the game for years. You know, she's an entertainer. You know, this is what she does to pull in the crowd. I guess that this is what you're doing too. But come on, you making me look like a little ratchet ghetto bird. Like, seriously. Not only that, honey, like I said, you're messing up your opportunities. Just from woman to woman, you know, sister to sister. Like, I mean, and it's also important because the little girls, like the little girls on the pageant, you know, they probably looking up to you like, you know, okay, maybe I want to become a hairdresser. My goddaughter, you know, sees me doing hair every day, and she gets in the mirror and she goes in my bag and she gets my brush, and, you know, she goes, you know, she's sitting in the mirror and she's mimicking what I'm doing. These kids watch. That's how they learn. They watch by seeing what we do. And then they imitate that. Girl, please, if my goddaughter coming here talking about Gami and fix she a bottle or fix her or something to eat, talking about herself in the third person, please. I'll fly kick this little girl through a wall. Like, this is not what I want my baby thinking it's cool. So come on, sisters, like, enough is enough. You know, you on TV, you're getting the exposure. You're great. You're good. Tone it down just a little bit. You don't got to be that extra. That gets annoying after a while. Like I said, them clients ain't going to want to deal with it. Then people, you know, if this don't work out, girl, you stuck in the kitchen doing folks' hair, and next thing you know, you got to apply at Walmart, McDonald's, or whatever. Like, don't classify yourself. Seriously, don't put yourself in a position that you're going to regret this little 15-minute of fame time. It's all over the country, all over the world, all over the internet. This don't work out, you go to apply for a job, sweetie, this is part of your background check. And then these people, these HR directors and these, you know, owners of the company, is this really the type of woman that we want to pay hourly, that we want to bring in our company, and then we got to worry about the other co-workers getting into it with her? You can't go up in somebody's house thinking, you acting like you paid a mortgage. You done went up in a place trying to run it. Oh, these hoes can't take me. No, sweetie, they can. They will take your little ass down. And that little pretty face you got, sweetie, all it takes is one little razor slice across it, and you're good money. You're done. You pull all that makeup off and pull that wig off and that bun and then, you know, exposed tracks at the top of your head. You just like everybody else, sonny, struggling to survive in this world because it's hard. It's difficult. And I respect your mother that she didn't go off on you the same way that I would have, or my mama would have gone off on me if I try to play her like that on camera. She's giving you knowledge. Shut up and listen. The baddest chick don't always have to be the loudest chick. And bad girls really move in silence. Like that's the absolute honest to God truth. So my Twitter's blowing up as I'm tweeting, you know, doing this. My bad, you know, if I'm pausing, because my Twitter's coming up on the iPad kind of crazy. Yeah, you know, I gave you fair warning last night that I was going to do a video. And here's the video. Now, you can say what you want to say about me, sweetie. I'm not a hater. There's not a bitch alive on this planet that I'm ever jealous of, that I will ever hate. I'm in my own lane. Now, you go take a look at my videos. Last video, I didn't have not an ounce of makeup on. I'm not a makeup wearer. The stuff irritates my skin. I don't do lashes because it feels like a weave on my eyes, and my eyes is big enough. Looks like I'm high all the time, so I don't need to be walking around with some big ass lashes making me look like I'm doped up. I'm comfortable in my skin. I just threw on a little bit of foundation, some hair and some earrings, and bam, here I am, some lip gloss. I'm good money. No shadow, no loud ass eyeshadow. Like, some women are comfortable in their own skin. I'm one of them. But I know you judgmental people, you know. Okay, so I did it. I made myself look a little presentable.